Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al. Get in contact with you guys as we are talking about Ondo. Well. Look who's under a dollar again. So, as we speak, we see that Ondo is cooling off a little bit. So, I see the volume is still a little bit higher. But nevertheless, remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing and we want you to grow with us. We really appreciate you guys and help us to help you. All right, let's take a good look at this. Now, this is looking pretty nice here. Going to the 1 day, you see where Ondo was down 6%. I think on the 7 day, it is down 7%. Not bad at all, guys. Now is a great opportunity to get a little DCA in. A nice line of demarcation is the dollar on Ondo because of the fact that it's been hovering below a dollar, then it hovers above a dollar. If you can get it under a dollar, that'll be a great line of demarcation for you. Just a little bit of a heads up, right? Now let's keep it rolling just a little bit. Now, if I'm looking at this over the 1 month, notice that Ondo has risen 30%. So definitely there was a great time to accumulate back there about a month ago. It's looking pretty good. And funny thing about it is, you would talk about Ondo, talk about, hey, it's at 70 cents. And I wasn't really hearing a lot, but nevertheless, some people knew about it, but always good to catch this stuff while it's down, because a lot of times when you see something while it's down, and like today when something is falling, a lot of people are not paying attention. As a matter of fact, they're running away from the price instead of running to the price. Just a little bit of a heads up for our investors. I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about, so I'm not even going to hold your time on that. So over the 1 year, notice that Ondo is only up 1%. So this is excellent because of the fact that it lets us know that Ondo is not out of reach as far as it hasn't really accumulated as much as we may have thought. So looking pretty good. Overall, let's see. It is up, wow, way up, about 6 times from what it was originally. But just a heads up, guys, these things are constantly creeping up. We don't even realize it. You see that little trench right there for today? That's nothing. But as you go further and further out over the year, and then over the overall, notice right here, time goes by, and a lot of times this thing goes up. This is somewhere around the all-time high. Let me see how much that all-time high is. It $2 or something? I'm not sure. All-time high, $2.14. And the great part of that is that that was December, and it was just 7 months ago. And looks like the all-time low was, 2024 as well. That was in January 2024. So, guys, this thing is so new that it did not experience the last bull run that it was in effect. So, as far as the overall potential for Ondo, I'm seeing some great potential here. Definitely over $10 in my opinion. So, just a heads up, and not to dwell on it too long, but just remember that Ondo has not seen a full bull market. It hasn't even seen a bull market period as far as a true one. You know what I mean? A true alt season is what I'm trying to say. So just a heads up on that as we're moving towards this one. Now, I think we get all we could get out of this particular part of it. So just a heads up on that. Let's keep it moving with the cryptocurrency side of things. Noticing right here that Bitcoin price is at 118,000. Not bad. Ethereum's at 3,700. Not bad. Market cap is at 3.89 trillion. Okay. This is fear and greed at 67. That's pretty decent. Everything seems to be going all right so far. I'm not going to dwell on some of these other prices, but I am a little bit curious to see what the heck's going on. Okay. Well, the market looks pretty decent. Going to check to see Chronos at 14 cents. You guys remember we were looking at Chronos and it was like 8.5 cents, 9 cents, 9.5 cents. Now it's at 14 and counting. Just saying, every now and then you want to catch some of those guys that are really little like that, because once they get to moving, it's going to be a long time before they go way back to something small. Going to the Bitcoin dominance right here, you see right here is going to be 60.6%. Ethereum looks like 11.8%. Others 27.7%. This isn't going to be very bad at all, guys. Just a heads up. Got a ways to run, so it's going to take a while. But let's go ahead and look at some Ondo news. Right here we see AI Vest, Coin World, Ondo price eyes 5 times rally to $5 as derivatives, whale activity, and total value locked surge. So right here, we're talking about predictions surge to $5 driven by bullish technical patterns and whale accumulation. So I'm definitely went down with that. Says right here that TVL reached 1.37 billion and weekly revenue hit 1 million, reflecting sustained platform adoption and user trust. Now, I was talking about price holding above 90 cents. I really don't care, to be honest with you, because I know that this sucker is going to pop so hard until if I can get it under 90 cents, that would be a beauty. Just saying, not financial advice. All righty, let's keep it rolling a little bit. Talk about the next thing that we see here. This is from Cointelegraph. Martin Young is the writer. 21 shares files with SEC for spot Ondo ETF. So it says 21 shares has filed a preliminary application with the U.S. Treasuries and Exchange Commission for an Securities Exchange. My bad. I apologize, y'all. That was really bad. For an ETF tracking the token of the DeFi platform Ondo Finance. So just a little bit of thought on this. So let's see, exchange fund issuer 21 shares filed with the U.S. regulators for product tracking the spot price of Ondo, the native token of the decentralized finance protocol Ondo Finance. So right now we see the Ondo, let's see, 21 shares. Ondo Trust is supposed to be the name. Let's see, Ondo tied up with the Trump family's DeFi platform, World Liberty Finance, has been a backer of Ondo Finance, having added the platform's token to its holdings. Now, that definitely is not a bad thing. That is a good thing as well. So there's also a focus on the institutional RWA tokenization. Earlier this month, Ondo Finance acquired the SEC registered broker Oasis Pro with aims to launch tokenized securities in partnership with Pantera Capital. So apparently they're trying to work hand in hand with the SEC so that there are no issues and so that they're with someone who's already in compliance. But that's a beautiful thing and it makes smart sense, right? So tokenized real world asset value on chain has skyrocketed this year, surging 58% to almost 25 billion according to the RWA.xyz. So this is looking fantastic. Got more news though. Let's keep it moving. This is going to be from 99 Bitcoins pre-sales news. This is by Akayama Felix. Says is this the time for undervalued Ondo crypto? Charts and technicals scream a big rally to $2.50. And from what we've been reading, $2.50 is kind of just a little bit of a preliminary for the big predictions. You know what I mean? So Ondo is a steal. The chart is screaming a big bull run towards $2.50. It's not just undervalued. It's an institutional grade token with BlackRock backing it. Thinking about it is, we got BlackRock backing it. You don't really need much else. Let's see. Don't forget the BlackRock is pretty much the biggest holder of investor assets in the world. Not just in one country, in the world. Just saying. Ondo just needs a slight nudge for the market to make a major move. It is undervalued. Let's see. Got some price predictions. I'm not even going to go over those because the big title is right there. We don't need to waste any time on that. Let's go to some more though, and let's look here. Ondo's got like a million things to talk about as far as all these announcements. RWAs or crypto's connection to the entire economy, tokenized stocks and ETFs are the next major unlock. I agree with that. Let's see, weekly tokenization roundup says, let's see what's up here. Do they have anything to talk about? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, tokenization roundup. Let's just see. Goldman and BNY tokenizing money markets to Vietnam, rolling out a national blockchain. The transformation is accelerating globally. Well, that's kind of huge. Didn't know it was that big. Let's keep it moving. This is a big one too, guys. PNC Bank taps Coinbase to power its crypto exchange offering. PNC will use Coinbase's institutional crypto as a service platform to develop an offering that will allow PNC clients to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrencies. Says something about the crypto-based financial institution will also offer certain banking services to Coinbase. I think this is tied in directly with Ondo as well. Of course, that's the reason why Ondo is making the announcement. Once again, going back to the Vietnam launching a national blockchain platform, that is going to be crazy, and it's going to have a lot to do with Ondo as well. So these guys are really getting their hands in the proverbial. If I say it's cookie jar, don't say it, take it the wrong way. But I'm just saying they're getting their hands in just about everything financial is what I'm trying to say. I don't mean that as a bad connotation, please. Just saying. All right. So not financial advice, right? Undo Finance, traditional finance is embracing tokenization. So automatically, we already know what's happening here. I'm not going to read any more of this because we're pretty much into it. So let's go on to the next one. Undo and Fluid. Undo is partnering with basically anybody that's got money. These guys are rolling in the dough. Just saying. Now, one more page just to remind us of who Undo is dealing with. You got, as you can see, what's that? How many partners is that? 119 partners. Wow, crazy. It's a lot of work, man. So let's see what's going on with that. Let me try to click this off. 119 partners. So you got 1inch, Aftermath, Agni, Alchemy Pay. You got other partners as well. Alpaca, Aptos, Arbitrum, Aries Market, what's that? BitGet, BitGo, BlackRock. Boy, this is crazy. These guys got way too much money involved, right? Chainlink, Coinbase, CoinGecko, anybody that's a coin. Ethereum, First Citizens, Fusion X, Google Cloud, Franklin Templeton. This is, Injective, Jupiter, Camino Finance. We got Connexus by JP Morgan, Layer Zero, MasterCard, Mantle, MetaMask, MetaMask Institutional, Mexi. Who else we got on here? So OKX Wallet, Orca, PayPal, Petra, Phantom, Polygon, Python. We got, who else we got here? Say. Oh, bro. I didn't know Say was in there too. I forgot. Sui, Thala, Trust Wallet. All right, that's enough. Newcomer is ZBEC. Well, I don't know if the new ZBEC is a newcomer, but it's how can I say? It's getting a lot of pull for right now. ZBEC. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. That's ridiculous. Money on top of money. Anyways, guys, money on top of money for Ondo. Ondo's making so much money, it's ridiculous. Now that it's under $1, go ahead and get you some. Anyways, not financial advice, but if I were you, I would try to jump on this Ondo, keep that bag nice and quiet until the actual real bull run and actual real alt season. Al, real life investing. Have a great one. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.